one of our key cloud customers that seems to be aggressively pushing into the cloud space is Oracle, and they've just announced FN, which is their serverless solution to an offering to the market. When I read these articles and I wonder what the reality of the situation is, I recognize that this is an inevitability. The reality of the situation is that we already started with everything lived in my data center. I've now broken that down and said I'm going to deploy some of this as a cloud service. I'm going to use this cloud service in some virtualized format that I don't care, and what I'm looking for is just an outcome. And that then creates a paradigm shift on the way an application works. An application has to be aware of what it can do and what it can't do and what it's interconnected with. So what stops that from breaking down into my print function in my application is a microservice? My credit card transaction on my e-commerce site is a microservice. And you start realizing actually that's already happening today. And so what happens if I can create a functional widget that does something really, really well, and someone else turns around and says, you know what, I'm not going to waste time developing that. I'm just going to call it and I'm going to use it. And that's fundamentally where this is going to go. And so you're going to see not just traditional businesses like Amazon get into the technology space, but you're going to start seeing companies like maybe Facebook turn around and say, what if I stripped down all the elements of what makes a social media site, presented them as functions that anyone else could incorporate into their own website or their own e-commerce platform. So for me, I see it as a massive growth industry. There's going to be some mistakes and setbacks, but it's an inevitability.